ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولي الصالحين وديان يوم الدين وجامع الناس ليوم لا ريب فيه يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله المصطفى الأمين أرسله الله رحمة للعالمين فشرح به الصدور وأنار به العقول وفتح به أعينا عميا وآذانا صما وقلوبا غلفا صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه إلى يوم الدين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد. Brothers, today we're talking about how to respect Allah's name and be thankful to His blessing. Respecting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, great ibadah, great worship, one of the greatest worship in Islam, to respect Allah's name and His attributes. Because we have, like for example, person, his name is Abdullah, and he disobeyed to Allah. We have Abdurrahman, and he disobeyed to Ar-Rahman. We have Abdul Kareem, he disobeyed to Al-Kareem. So we have Abdul Rahim, he disobeyed to Ar-Rahim. To respect Allah's name, one of the greatest ibadah in Islam. And whoever ignores this and disrespect Allah's name, there's no way for him to go up. Always will be down. This is, when someone directly disrespect Allah's names and His attributes, so Allah will make him down between the people. People have no respect for him. For a small thing, people curse him, people slander him and maybe use a bad language. So he always down because he disrespect Allah's name. And whoever from the heart, whoever respect Allah's name, Allah give him an honor. He not see it, but he will be honorable among the people. He will be honorable among the people. We have a hadith that one of the Sahaba, he came to the Prophet ﷺ, his name is Abu Shuraih. He said, in Jahiliyyah, before Islam, the people, they used to call him Abu al-Hakam. 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 The Al-Hakam in English, the judge, yeah, the real, like a high honor judge, Al-Hakam. And this, with the Alif and Lam, deserve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to use. Al-Kareem, meaning generous. So, with Alif and Lam, is nobody deserve to call, Al-Kareem. Al-Rahim, meaning mercy. With the Alif and Lam, you say Ar-Rahim, nobody deserves it except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You may tell the person he's Rahim, merciful, he's Kareem, generous, he's Latif, he's, but not with Al-Kareem, Al-Aziz, Al-Jabbar. So with the Alif and Lam, is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not anybody else. So this person, he came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they used to call him Abu al-Hakam. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Inna Allah huwa al-Hakam wa ilayhi al-Hukm." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the Al-Hakam. And everything returned back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to judge it. He's the only judge. Everything going back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He will judge between the people. Imagine even judge between the animals on the day of judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He bring the animals, which animal hurt the other one. And on the day of judgment, get the right back. So this is this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is Al-Hakam, which is the real judge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he said, after he told them, Allah, He is Al-Hakam, and everything is returning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he said, إِنَّ قَوْمِي إِذَا قَوْمِي اخْتَلَفُوا فِي شَيْءٍ أَتَوْنِي فَأَحْكُمُ بَيْنَهُم. He said, if my people, if they have something between each other, they come to me and I judge between them. So meaning that's why people call him Abu al-Hakam, the father of Al-Hakam. He said, فَرَضِيَ كِلَا الطَّرَفَيْنِ. When I judge between the people, they always, both sides happy for my judgment, when I judge between them. And then he said, مَا أَحْسَنَ هَذَا فَمَا لَكَ مِنَ الْوَلَدِ. He said, how beautiful this. Meaning, how beautiful when you're able to judge between people and both sides happy for your judgment. How beautiful this. And then he said, how many kids do you have? How many boys do you have? He said, قلت شريح ومسلم وعبد الله. I have شريح ومسلم وعبد الله. He said, فمن أكبرهم؟ فقلت شريح. قال فأنت أبو شريح. He said, how many kids do you have? He said, I have شريح, I have Muslim, and I have Abdullah. He said, which one is older? He said, شريح. He said, from now on, you, Abu Shuraih, meaning father of Shuraih. Meaning, don't use Abu al-Hakam. Because this is belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be the high level of judge. So it's only deserved, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deserve it, and it's belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So from now on, so this is showing the respect for Allah's name. The person, his name is Kareem. We have Kareem. So if you really want to respect Allah's name, call him Abdul Kareem. Call him Abdul Kareem. We have Wahab. People call him Wahab. It's no problem. But when you want to respect the name of Allah, if you call him Abdul Wahab, that will be more beautiful. We have Rahim. We have Latif. But if you add Abdul Latif, Abdul Kareem, Abdul Jabbar, so Abdul Qadir, that will be more beautiful as a respect for Allah's name. Do you know, even you look at anything in Islam, great, this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, is from the piety of the heart. وَمَنْ يُعَظِّمْ شَعَائِرَ اللَّهِ فَإِنَّهَا مِنْ تَقْوَى الْقُلُوبِ. Whoever look at any legislations in Islam, any signs of Islam, anything, he look at it great, this is the sign of piety in the heart. Because you're not going to respect something if you don't know why respect. So if you respect anything in Islam, you respect it because you know it's coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's why. So because of this is showing that there's a sign, you have piety in the heart. You have a fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have a love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have hadith, or another hadith, is a long hadith. حديث الثلاثة الذين أراد الله تبارك وتعالى أن يمتحنهم. There's three people in Bani Israel. The hadith is in Bukhari and Muslim. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's telling us about three people in Bani Israel before Islam. And as we know, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam لا ينطق عن الهوى. He's not saying anything from his desire. So anything he mentioned is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is nothing. لا ينطق عن الهوى إن هو إلا وحي يوحى علمه شديد القوى. There is nothing from his desire. Anything he said is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he said was three people, أقرع أبرص وأقرع وأعمى. There's three people. It was time of Bani Israel before Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he want to give them a test them. One of them was Abras. What's the
Leopard.
huh?
Leopard.
Leprosy, right? The skin disease, leprosy, right? Okay.
White. Becomes white.
Yeah, become white. Okay. So this is Abras, leprosy. Okay. And the other one,
Bald head.
yeah, we know, Alhamdulillah, we is
Nine.
no, is bold. I want to see, if people have no hair is gonna look at me strange. Or so one of them was bald, no hair, and the third one was a blind, and they was poor. At the same time, they was very poor. They had nothing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He knows about everything. And we know that Allah's knowledge, there's no beginning for Allah's knowledge. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He knows everything, details before He created. So meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He knows about them and how they are. But this test for them and for the people who hear it. So Allah sent an angel to them. He went to the first one, with the one who have liberty. He said that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent this angel, the image of a human. He went to him in the image of human, picture of a human. He said, what you like in your life? He said, I love to have a nice skin like other people, and I wish if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me shifa from what I have, people look at me strange. And then he said, what do you like in your life, for your life? He said, I like camel. So he wiped on his body. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turned his skin beautiful and best, looking good skin. And he gave him a camel and was pregnant, 10 months pregnant. Camel. And then he said, Barakallahu laka fiha. He said, I ask Allah to make barakah in this camel for you. And he left. He went to another one, the bald hair. He said, what you like from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He said, I like, to have a nice hair like other people. Some people, they look at me strange. I like to have a nice hair. So he wiped on his head. He have a nice hair. His hair grow. This is a miracle from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know that. And then he said, what do you like in your life? He said, I like a cow. So he gave him a cow. And then he said, I ask Allah to make barakah in this cow for you. And then he left. He went to the blind one. And these people, they are all three, they're poor. Not with the illness they have, and also they are poor. They have nothing. So he went to the blind one. He said, what do you like from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He said, I love if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give my eyes back, I can see the people like other people. So he wiped on his face, his eye vision came back. And then he said, what do you like in your life, for your life? He said, I like lamb, sheep. So he gave him a sheep, and then he said, I asked Allah to make barakah in the sheep. There's a different narrations, but, and then after some time, years, Allah make barakah in what Allah give them. Everyone, the first one have a valley full of camels. The second one have a valley full of cows. The third one have a valley full of sheep. And then he went back in the image of the first one with the skin disease and looking poor, and with the same disease, same looking clothes. He went to him. He said, I am poor, and I'm a stranger. I'm not from this area, and that there is nothing, except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then if you can help me with the camel, so I can reach my place. And I know, I see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you. He said, there is a lot of responsibilities, and start making excuses. And then he said, I inherited. Whatever I have is inheriting my parents from my grandfathers. He denied and he lied at the same time. And he's not thankful. Where's the respect for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shifa? When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him shifa, he forgot, no respect, and then he lying the same time. He claimed he have responsibilities, and he said, he denied the ni'mah, and he said, I inherited from my parents, father and my grandfathers. And then the angel said, I ask Allah, if you lying, I ask Allah to turn you as before. And then he left. He went to the second one with the bald head, the same clothes, same looking, poor, same image. He said, he told him same thing. He said, this is my situation, and I'm poor, and I try to reach my family, and I have nothing. No one help me except Allah. Then, if you can't give me a cow to use it or sell it, whatever, to help me. And he's same thing. He started making excuses. And then he said, responsibilities. And then he said, this is inheritance. He said, I see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me. He said, I inherited from my parents, my father and grandfather. The same thing. And then he said, I ask Allah, if you're lying, I ask Allah to make you as before. So each one tell him, I remember you used to be like me before. The first one, he told him the first one, and second one. He said, I remember, I think you was just like me. And they denied. And then he went to the blind one. So he asked the same thing. He said, I give me something to reach my family. He said, look, exactly, I used to be like you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he returned my vision. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made barakah. Whatever you see in this valley is Allah's blessing. He said, Wallahi, I'm not going to be harsh on you. Take whatever you need, whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you. Look in the valley, how much sheep I have. Take as much as you want. Wallahi, for the sake of Allah, I'm not going to stop you. And then he said, I ask Allah to make barakah from what you have. This was a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he pleased with you. And he have his anger on the other two. And then they went back. They went back as before. Poor, Nothing. They lost everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, destroyed what they have and they return back as before. Respecting Allah's, blessing. Respecting Allah's blessing is from the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's from the Tawheed. Respecting Allah's blessing is from the piety of the heart. And whoever have this character, he will be honorable. Allah will not leave him except to raise him up between the people. He will be honorable. We have another hadith. Also the Prophet ﷺ, he said, إِنَّمَا الدُّنْيَا لِأَرْبَعَةِ نَفَرٍ. إِنَّمَا الدُّنْيَا لِأَرْبَعَةِ نَفَرٍ. Meaning, this life, 4 type of people. There's no number 5. I want you to pay attention. Usually I go to the Arabic. I don't like to just go to the English. Today we kind of late a little bit, so I want you to get used to it for maybe a couple of weeks. Don't look at it, like difficult. We used to start 8 o'clock, 8:10, 8:15. So today I think we start 8 as before. So I don't want to make it difficult. At the same time, I don't like to leave the Arabic part. So this another hadith. I'm going to go to the meaning of the hadith to make it easier. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, this life truly belong to 4 type of people. And look which one you are. So there's no number 5. So we have to be one of them. We have to be one of these 4. And then look yourself, which one you're going to find yourself. Listen. رجل آتاه الله العلم والمال. Number one person, a person Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he give him knowledge and he give him wealth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he give him knowledge, meaning knowledge of the religion. Allah give him knowledge and also he give him wealth. So he knows the right of Allah and his wealth. He knows right of the people, meaning he give his zakat, the 2.5 every year of the wealth. And then also he know the right of the people, the right of the family, right of the parents, brothers and sisters, poor people, friends, whatever. So he knows the right of Allah and the right of the people in his wealth. So he said, this person, أعلى المنازل. This is the top person in this life. You got it, number 1? Number 2, رجل آتاه الله علما ولم يعطه مالا. The second one, Allah give him knowledge, but he's poor, have no wealth. But what he said, he said, Wallahi, if I have wealth, I'm going to do same as this person, the first one. He said, if I have wealth, I'm going to do same as this person doing. He said, فَهُمَا بِنِيَتِهِ فَهُمَا فِي الْأَجْرِ سَوَاء. Because of his intention, he said, if I have wealth, I'm going to do. This person, he giving zakah, he helping poor people, he's spending with a good ways. He said, if I have money, if I have wealth, so I'm going to spend it the same way this person doing. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, because of his intention, he's not doing anything. He said, his reward with the first one, he's in the second level, he's going to his level because of his intention. This is the first one and second one. So, number 3, رجل آتاه الله المال ولم يعطه علما. The second one, he have wealth, he have money, but have no knowledge. He don't know any right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He don't know any right of the people. He's not giving zakah, he's not giving charity, he's not spending for his family right way, he's not helping poor people, he doesn't know the right of Allah and the right of the people. He have wealth, have no knowledge. What the Prophet ﷺ, he said about him, he said, this one, في أخبث المنازل, the worst level of the people. This person, he's in the worst level of the people. Number 4, رجل لم يعطيه الله مالا ولا علما. Number 4, have no knowledge and he's poor. He said, if I have wealth, he seen the third one. Third one, he have money, but he have knowledge. You got it, that third one? Have money, have no knowledge. And he doesn't know the right. And what he do, he spend only for bad. This is number 3. And then the number 4, he said, if I have wealth, the same thing I'm going to do as this person doing. The person who spent his money for bad stuff. And he's not doing it. He said, but if I have money, I'm going to do the same as he's doing. Prophet ﷺ, he said, هُمَا فِي الْوُزْرِ سَوَاء. The same sin, the level of sin, he's, and the third one, the same thing. Because of his intention. So, there's no number 5. So we have to find ourselves, to fit in the first one and the second one. The number 3 and number 4, very, very dangerous. We ask Allah to protect us. Yeah, because it's very dangerous. Brothers, as you know, the life is going to end. Imagine, look at each one, everyone. How will you be living? And look at, your time is like a dream. Who even at 20 years old, he just think, he's like born. He don't know anything about his life. If you look at it, you can look at it like a dream. How these 20 years pass? And the time have no barakah these days. No barakah. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, لا تقوم الساعة. He said the Qiyamah is not going to start. Qiyamah is not going to start. This life is not going to end until you see. See what? السنة كالشهر. The year passed like a month. والشهر كالأسبوع. And the month passed like a week. 1 week. والأسبوع كاليوم. The week, it passed like 1 day. واليوم كالساعة. And the day passed just like 1 hour. والساعة كظلمة نار. It's like a lighter. How you turn on the lighter. He said that the hour is going to pass like a lighter. That's it. It's done. The hour is over. This is showing. You see, there is no barakah. There is no barakah. You have one thing, and the day is over. It's finished. How? Because Allah taking barakah because of the sins, because of the dhunub and ma'asi. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take barakah from the time, from the life, from the intelligence, from vision, from intellect, from visions, from body, from wives, from kids, from husbands. Allah take barakah because of the sins. Allah take barakah from anything. Person dealing with, haram, so Allah will not give him any barakah. Anything he do, there is no barakah. It's not going to be blessed. And then I think we mentioned was khutbah. If someone you see he have money and he's not close to Allah And this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He wanted to get it in a day of judgment. So we have to think about ourselves. We have to, Allah doesn't stop you to have business, doesn't stop you to have a car, to have a house, to travel, to eat, to whatever you want, you buy clothes, but, try to, watch Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, respect the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be sure that Allah, when He give a ni'mah, when He bless someone with something, it was health or vision, intelligence, was a wife, was a husband, was a kid, was a business, doesn't matter. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, He's not going to change to take it away from you until when He see you not respect what He gave you, then He will take it back. Be sure. Some people don't understand what's the meaning of that. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you a house, respect it. Meaning be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if not, after some time, you look at it, don't look at it strange. After some time, Allah will take barakah from this house. He's going to destroy, the corruption is going to start without knowing. If you have a good wife, be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or He's gonna start, chaos and problems. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you a good husband, be thankful. If you have a good kid, be thankful. If you have work, be thankful. So if not, again, if Allah bless someone with something, if He's not gonna take it back. He's not gonna take it back until He see this person, he not respect what Allah give him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take it back later. He will lose it. So don't be amongst this type of people. Be thankful whatever you have. Don't look to the hand of the people. What the people have. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you, be pleased. And it's more barakah than you look at the others. The person have, there's some people, there's some families, close families, sisters, okay? The sister doing something, the other one doing the same thing. I don't want to mention the stuff, maybe go back to them or they hear it. If one buy a cup, white cup, the other one he's going to buy something. Going shopping to Wegmans, the same one, the other one going next day, going to Wegmans. The other one went to the another store, the other one he go to like jealousy. Don't live like this. Whatever Allah give you, thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whatever you see in the hand of the people, say, I ask Allah to give you barakah, because this is Allah choose for him. You don't know why. And what you have, Allah choose for you. Be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah will be pleased. And you're not going to lose what you have. And if you lose it, it will go to your skill for the day of judgment. Go to your skill to the day of judgment. Be thankful. If you're doing something for someone, don't have men, meaning don't make him feel you have a favorite on him. If you're doing something for someone, especially, we talk about the Muslims, especially when whatever you're doing is a reward. You don't ruin it by telling people, I'm doing this for you, I did this for you, I give you this, and I make you this, I give you this. This way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you on the day of judgment, what you give him, I give you. Why you make him feel you giving him? Whatever you make for him, I support you, help you to do it for him. Why you make him feel like this? You're going to be asked for it. And also, on top of this, you're missing the reward. You're missing the reward. You're losing the reward. لا تبطلوا صدقاتكم بالمن والأذى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, don't nullify your charities بالمن والأذى. Man, I don't know man, what's man in English. I don't know this word. Al-man, I don't know. These words came to my mind. I don't know. I'm not finding this word. The man, the one who, when you do something, will give him something, you say, I did for you, I make for you. He said, don't nullify your actions and your sadaqat with this character.
Show up.
It's not showing up, no, it's not showing up.
Guilt tripping.
Huh?
Making someone feel bad for something you did. Guilt tripping. Or something that they're not doing, maybe.
I don't know. I cannot confirm it because I don't know. I never came to my mind to, the ayah came to my mind now. Huh?
They proud themselves or something?
Huh?
They proud
No, the one who, when you help him, like for example, you drop him off. He asks you to drop him off at work. And then one day he asks you to take him to the doctor. And one day he asks you to give him a car, for one day to use it. And then later, every time you sing, every time there's a situation, tell him, I've been helping you for a long time. I did this for you. I give you the car. I give you I drop you off.
Even to asking to somebody else for, I did this for him, I did this for him, I did this for him.
Yeah, this is nullify your actions. This is nullify your actions. Yeah, what's your question? ها؟
معنى المن والأذى يعني أنك تذكر الناس
شيخ.
You remind someone of your generosity.
Okay.
والأذى injury.
Other is known, but other when you hurting feeling of the people, Don't.
أن تذكر.
You remind them. Yeah, you keep reminding him what you did, and also you're hurting his feeling.
Sheikh, it's regarding
And
your favor upon them.
Losing
Like,
the
because in the Quran,
Yeah, you always remind them what you did for them. Don't nullify your actions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, don't nullify your actions, your rewards. With man wal adha, reminding people what you're doing for the people, and you hurting their injury, their mind and their feeling.
losing ajr.
Yes, nullify meaning you're not getting any ajr. And then anyway,
English is taunt.
I think people got it.
Yeah. Everybody got it.
I think everybody got it.
Everybody got it. Yes.
So I think we've been talking more than 30 minutes.
40 minutes.
40 minutes?
45 minutes.
Okay, so I don't want to go farther, but I'm gonna give some time. Turn the video off. We're gonna give some time for the questions. If there's any questions, so alhamdulillah we have time.
Turn off.